Now let's start the extra examples. Here we have 2x squared plus x minus 3. As always, start by drawing your table and then looking at your coefficient, which in this case is a 2. What are the factors of your coefficient? 2 and 1. And you place an x here and here for the same reasons as before. Then you look at your last number, which is a 3, and you have to list the factors of 3, which are 3 and 1, or 1 and 3. Now that your grid is complete, all you have to do is cross multiply to work out which column works. So 1x multiplied by 3 is 3x, and 2x multiplied by 1 is 2x. Now using these two terms, can we add or subtract them to make 1x? Remember, if there's no number attached to the letter, it's a 1. Yes, we can. We could just do 3x minus 2x, because this will give you the 1x that you need here. Therefore, this is the column that you use, but note that here we have minus 2x. Therefore, I need to put a minus here. Then, as always, you just open up your two brackets and it will be 2x plus 3 and 1x minus 1, which is the same as x minus 1. And this is your final answer. Let's go to the next example. Now we have 5x squared minus 17x plus 6. Again, start by drawing your table. Then look at your coefficient, which in this case is a 5. What are your factors of 5? 5 and 1. And you place an x here and here, so that when you multiply 5x and 1x, you get the 5x squared that's here. Then look at your last term, which is a 6, and list the factors of this number, which are 6 and 1, 1 and 6, 2 and 3, and 3 and 2. Now that your grid is complete, all you have to do is find the column that works by cross multiplying. So 5x multiplied by 1 is 5x, 1x multiplied by 6 is 6x. Can we use these two terms to make minus 17x? No, we can't. Therefore, this column doesn't work. Let's go to the next one. 5x multiplied by 6 is 30x. 1x multiplied by 1 is 1x. Again, these two terms can't add or subtract from each other to make minus 17x, so this column also doesn't work. Go to the next column. Here we have 5x multiplied by 3, which is 15x, and 1x multiplied by 2, which gives you 2x. Can we use these two terms by adding or subtracting them from each other to give you minus 17x? Yes, we could do minus 15x minus 2x. Because we've turned both of them into a minus, you need to put a minus here and a minus here, because 5x multiplied by minus 3 gives you minus 15, and 1x multiplied by minus 2 gives you minus 2x. And minus 15x minus 2x gives you minus 17x. Now, all you have to do is write your double brackets as 5x minus 2 and 1x minus 3. So we have 5x minus 2 and 1x, which is the same as x, minus 3. And this is your final answer. Our final example is 6x squared plus 5x minus 4. As always, look at your coefficient, which in this case is a 6, and you want to list the factors of this coefficient. If you've noticed, all the previous examples, and often a lot of questions in your exams, will have coefficients as prime numbers. Prime numbers include 2, 3, 5, 7, and the list goes on. But the main property with prime numbers is that their factors are just itself and 1. So 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 5 and 1, 7 and 1. So what happens when the coefficient isn't a prime number, like in this case? where we have a 6. It just means that the left-hand side of your grid could either be 2x and 3x, or 6x and 1x. Now I'm writing out both grids for completeness. In practice, you would just pick one, and if the columns didn't work, then you would have to move to the next one. So now, look at your last number, which is a 4, and list the factors of this number, which in this case are 4 and 1, 1 and 4, 2 and 2. Again, and this would be exactly the same in the second grid. Again, just to emphasize this, you don't have to write the second grid until you've checked that this one doesn't work. As you've done before multiple times, all you have to do is cross multiply and find out which column works. So we'll have 2x multiplied by 1, which is 2x, and 3x multiplied by 4, which is 12x. Does this pair give me plus 5x in any way? No. Therefore, we don't use this column. Again, go to the next column. 2x multiplied by 4 is 8x. 3x multiplied by 1 is 3x. Does this pair give us plus 5x by adding or subtracting? Yes, by subtracting. And because we have a minus 3x here, I need to put a minus on the 1, because 3x multiplied by minus 1 gives us that minus 3x. And then this is the pair that works. And your double bracket is just 2x minus 1, which I got from here, and 3x plus 4. As you can see, we didn't actually have to use this grid.